Hey guys, welcome back to Tracy's Local Learnings. Today I wanted to talk to you and give you some tips and tricks on preparedness. Um, it can be a little overwhelming when you think about preparedness and what we need and where to put it and how to store it. Excuse me. So I wanted to go over some things that I've learned over the years to make it a little easier on you guys. So one of the things that I truly believe makes preparing easier is a good old pen and paper, and to make lists of what you need, not only for at home, but for in your pocket when you're out and about. So you can take advantage of sales and deals when you see them come up and you know you need the product. So one of the most important things I believe to have on that list is anybody in your family that has food allergies. So take something like gluten allergies. You can have regular pasta that everyone can eat except a person with gluten allergies. Or you can have gluten-free products that everyone can eat no matter what. The difference is having the food available to those with allergies so that they don't have to suffer with any discomfort or pain just to eat. So I truly believe like to put those people at the top of the list and prepare for them first and foremost so that they can have just as much comfort in their food as the rest of us. Um, so another thing is when we think about preparedness is storage. What am I going to put it in? Now, to save money on that, there's a lot of ways to get around that. The one thing that is the easiest way to get around cost of food storage is to go to your local grocery stores, at least in British Columbia. You can go to your local grocery store and you can ask the deli department or the bakery department for food grade buckets. Sometimes they'll charge you $1 or $2, and sometimes they'll give them to you for free, which is great. So in my local area, these are some of the buckets that I get. I love the shape of them. I love that you can stack them right to the roof. So when you get your buckets, the first thing you want to do is clean it out. And then you want to label what's in the bucket so that when you go to your preps, you know exactly what's in the bucket, what bucket you're looking for, and it just makes it a lot easier. The second thing that you want to do with any buckets of food is bay leaves. You want to put a couple bay leaves in. Now, rodents, mice, rats, they do not like the odor that comes off of bay leaves. So it's a deterrent to stop anything from chewing through your buckets. Now, you should be going through your preparedness and checking it, but you know it gets busy and sometimes we don't. So having that extra defense for your food is essential. Okay, so this one says, oh, that's what I wanted to say. So it's not just about rice and beans, you know, there's a lot of different things that we need to be comfortable and to be healthy that are outside of rice and beans. So one of the things that I believe everybody should stock up on is first aid. And I know first aid is expensive. So a great way to get around that is by going to your local loony stores. Like this box of gauze at the Dollarama is only $1.25, where in the grocery stores it probably cost you $5 or $6 for the same thing. And you have the option, you can throw the box in there or you can take the product out and throw the product in there. And, you know, have a list going inside. You know, I have 8 boxes of Band-Aids, I have 3 boxes of gauze, I have 2 bottles of peroxide and a couple bottles of alcohol or whatever. And as your bucket gets full to the top, have a list on top that, you know, keeps you on track. So that's that one. Okay. So another thing that's very, very important for our preparedness is spices. You know, there's one thing to have, like I said, rice and beans on your shelf, But spices are going to switch it up. They're going to give you so many more options as to what you can do with those rice and beans. And again, I'm going to push that you go and check out your local dollar stores. You know, you can get spices in the little bottles or in the bags. And again, you just fill up your bucket until you have enough. So now it just, you know, it fights food fatigue, having different flavors. A lot of herbs have medicinal benefits to them as well. So it's just a win-win situation. So that's spices. Excuse me. Another thing that I believe some people are overlooking is oral hygiene, you know, and that's things like toothbrushes. And again, the dollar store wins on these prices. They have a great selection of toothbrushes, toothpaste. You can get clove oils, clove, Orajel, you know, toothpicks, things that are going to make it easier if the dentist isn't available. We want to keep our teeth clean as possible and have all the things to do that with and save money, you know. Again, so you fill your bucket, you know exactly what you have in there because you have a list on top, and you just keep working away at it. Another thing that I think people may be overlooking is fire starting. So when you go and you think about fire starting, a Bic lighter is what, $2-3 now? Again, you can go to the dollar store and get these boxes, and inside this box is 8 small packages of 40, and they have the striker right on the box. And you can start filling a bucket with these, with lighters, ferro rods, depending on, you know, what avenue you're going to be going down. And these also, like all of these items, are going to make excellent barter items for people that haven't thought of these things. So that's another one. So another thing I wanted to talk about, and this is, again, the dollar store. You know, you can get a lot of items in glass jars that have been preserved that way from the dollar store, like roasted red peppers, sun-dried tomatoes, lots of different sauces and pickles and olives. And the benefit of this, not only is it shelf stable, but you can reuse these jars after you've opened it and used the product. So, you know, if you have an excessive, I don't know, spices that you've opened a big bag of and you need a smaller container, that's where these things are going to be like dual purpose. Other things that we need to remember is you can also fill a bucket with cans of tuna or cans of ham. You know, a bucket full of socks or feminine products, which feminine products can be used 2 ways. They can be used for feminine hygiene, and they can also be used for wound care, because, you know, a big Band-Aid like that will cost you a fortune, but feminine products are a double duty. Another thing is cleaning products, you know, and like I said, all of these things are great barter items for people that haven't thought of them. And you can stack these up, clearly see what you have in them. And yeah, so you get your bucket, you label it, you throw some bay leaves in there and start filling it up. It's a great way to get prepared and have the things that you and your family need and want. And, you know, get the things that you actually eat. If you guys don't eat beans, don't stock up on beans. If you like SpaghettiOs, then fill a bucket with SpaghettiOs. You know, it's to each their own. There is no one list for preparedness. It's what you and your family need. And, you know, always have that list, so when you see things on sale that you know you need for your bucket, you can take advantage of the sales. So those are my tips and tricks today for getting started with your preparedness or just being more organized. If you found the information useful, hit that thumbs up, share it to your friends and family, and consider subscribing to my channel if you haven't already. Thanks for coming by. Have a good day. Bye.